Hi everyone, so let's talk about the reverse integer. So you are given a signed 32-bit integer x, return x with the reverse digit reverse, and there's a boundary from -2 to the 31st to +2 to the 31st minus 1. So this is a boundary. If you are out of bound, right, you have to return 0. So let's not worry about the boundary in this case. So let's just start coding without thinking about boundary first. So I have an integer. I'm gonna call sign. So they will actually taking care if I'm going to reverse a positive integer or negative integer. So if x is less than 0, and sign is going to be what, -1, else is +1, and the result should be my return result should be a 0, right? So later on I will just return sign multiplied by result, right? So pretty much the base case is going to be like this. Well, result, x is not equal to 0, and then I will just keep dividing by 10, and then result will just keep multiplied by 10 plus the x more 10. Okay, this is not worry about the scenario of the boundary. If you do want to consider the boundary, okay, let me just talk about if the boundary is from 3 to 1 to positive 3 to 0, and if the x is equal to 1 to 3, right? And you know the x, the reverse of x, which is the result, is going to be 3 to 1, and 3 to 1 is out of bound. So how do you actually deal with this? You have to return 0, right? So if the result greater than integer.max val, and we need to actually multiply by 10 for the result, which is dividing by 10 on the integer.max. Then you actually know this is out of bound, right? Because you are not allowed to add, you are not to multiply. This is not allowed. This is because this is already the boundary line. When you want to just add a plus or multiply, this is not allowed. So just making sure that you want to check the condition, integer.max value divided by 10. If that is less than result, I'm going to return 0. And before that, I need to making sure my x is always positive, since I already know the sign, and this will give me really easy to check my condition. So this is the one scenario you have to deal with. But how about this? If x is -2 to 3, the reverse of x should be -3 to 2, right? And this is out of bound, you still have to return 0. So that's the old case. The old case is actually if the result multiply by 10, which is less than integer plus the x mod 10, you still have to return 0. This is because you are not allowed to just adding the negative value in there, right? This is not allowed. This is the boundary. You are not allowed to do it, and you are not allowed to multiply as well. And don't worry about dividing because this is not allowed. So integer the mean value, if that is plus your x mod 10, you always add x mod 10, right? If that is less than, if that is greater, because it's actually the absolute value, right? If that is greater than the result multiplied by 10, you return 0. So probably, okay, this is -3 to 1, right? So -3 to 1 plus 1, and this is the left side, and the right side is what? 3 to 2, sorry, 3 to 2. So integer the mean value is actually 3 to 1, -3 to 1, and mod 10 is 3 to 2, right? And the result is what? 3 to 0, if that is greater, right? If that is greater, you return false, which is 0, and this is correct. And this is the most hardest scenario case you have to deal with. And other than that, it should be easy. Let me just run it, and here we go. So I tried a lot of different scenario, and yeah, a lot of mistakes, but this is the solution. So let's worry about the time and space complexity for now. Time is actually what I would say log n. You would actually divide by 10 every single time. So log is the base of 10. So time is like base of 10. I don't know how to write it. So base of 10x for the time. Space is constant. You're not allocating space. So this will be the solution. And if you're still confused, leave a comment and subscribe, like if you want it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.